It's incredibly liberating knowing that I'm storing my own power. So not only am I generating my own power from the sun for free, I'm able to store it and use it later. Power bills started to creep up quite a bit, probably hitting about $300 to $400 a month for a household of 5 people. We did have solar on the house that we put on when we moved in 10 years ago, but it wasn't quite meeting our needs at that point. And so we just started to look into what the next option was, and I was very much interested in the idea of getting a battery system along with an updated solar package. And that's when I came across ClimaSolar. What made me settle on ClimaSolar, I think, was the approach and process that I had with the people there. I'd encountered other sales teams with other solar companies and it felt like a lot of pressure tactics. It felt like I wasn't being given all the information. I like to invest in the technology that I use. I'm a very technology-driven person, and the salespeople that came and visited us and talked it through had all the answers for me. It felt like there was nothing hidden from me. There was no hidden agenda. I wasn't being tricked into something I didn't want to do. I was in full control of the process. I'm not really interested in the idea so much of sending solar power back to the grid as I am reducing my dependency on the grid. And obviously battery is the key to unlocking that capability. I wanted to be able to provide blackout protection for the house. We don't have a lot of blackouts, but it's not unusual. And having the single package all in one where I can manage the solar and battery together was highly attractive. The install day was a really pleasant surprise. I'm used to tradespeople turning up, somewhere between 7 o'clock and 1 o'clock. These guys were 7 o'clock on the dot. They pulled up out the front, started unloading, knocked on the door, introduced themselves, very polite, very professional, and they pretty much set about the task of dismantling the old solar system straight away. They wasted no time. End to end, the process only took about 5 or 6 hours. That included the full commissioning and connecting into our main board and testing the system, walking me through the app and everything else. And I think the most pleasant surprise was just the complete tidiness afterwards. I think I found one cable tie on the driveway and that was it. I'm used to having to clean up after trades, so very impressed with the service. The process, once we'd started talking to ClimaSolar, was really quick. Once we were talking at our kitchen table about it, we booked in a date in a few weeks' time for the install. So I think end to end, the whole process took about 3 weeks. We live in a time where gas prices are still going up and we're dependent on electricity for so much in our lives. Knowing that I can influence those outcomes a lot better myself just with an app is amazing. One of the things that's changed for me day to day is focusing more heavily on how little we use the battery during peak hour. So we have peak hours for our electricity, 3 till 6, and my aim is to get through peak hour with only using battery and not using grid. And so we don't do things like run the dishwasher or we use the dryer and things like that. I think having the app and having the insights that the app gives me helps us make those decisions quite easily. The post-process with ClimaSolar has been incredible. I've been contacted at least twice to make sure I'm happy with things. One was immediately after the install day to make sure that things were left in a clean and tidy state and that the team were professional. And then one since then to make sure that we're happy. So I think the engagement for customers with ClimaSolar is really top notch. The engagement starts with the second you're talking to ClimaSolar. I went and did some of my own research on various installers, websites like Product Review. The ratings there just stand out, and I think it's more of a testimony to how ClimaSolar is running themselves, that so many customers are coming away with such an overwhelmingly positive experience. That's the standout. The standout is how well the customer feels taken care of. I had a mate I had dinner with last night who's just starting to think about solar and battery, and I told him not to hesitate to just contact ClimaSolar. And I talked him through my experience. He had lots of questions, and I showed him the app and explained how the install went, and he was very impressed. I think he's probably going to follow up very soon. The entire experience with ClimaSolar, an exceptional customer experience with a great product.